Hello and welcome to my YouTube series, How to Do It All. This is episode 7 in the series, and I am J. Grace Pennington, an independent writer and stay-at-home mom of 4 little girls. So today's episode is entitled The First Part of the Day, and it's something that has been really instrumental as I have been on this journey of living my dreams, getting the things that I really want to get done right where I am, right in my life that I have right now. So I know I talked a little bit last episode about my practice of getting up early each morning. So I'm going to expound on that a little bit in this episode because aside from just being a good habit in and of itself, I just noticed that it's, like I said, it's really served to jumpstart and support so many other habits that I've built over the last few years. So all my life I have been a huge night owl. Like as long as I can remember, if I could stay up past midnight and sleep until noon every single day of my life, I would do that. If it was my choice, that would be like my ideal world. I love being up late and I hate getting up early. And for all of my single and early married life, I struggled to get up on time, let alone getting up early. But again, having kids actually helped force me to change in this area. Having small children erases the possibility of sleeping in. Kids have needs and they can't meet those needs themselves. Breakfast, diapers, or just scary dreams, it all demands to be dealt with whether I feel like getting up right now or not. So for the first few years of having kids, this generally meant that I would just be wakened whenever they got up with a, "Mommy, she's not being nice to me," or "Mommy, I heard a noise that I don't like," or whatever their needs were at that moment. Or it could just be crying from one of them that doesn't yet possess much of a vocabulary. So these demands would pull me reluctantly from my nice, warm bed and force me to hit the ground running, sometimes literally, to fulfill all the plethora of needs that seem to grow like wildflowers with little ones around. All of which led me to starting each day a little bit like a zombie, wandering around, still half asleep, grumbling, unprepared to meet all the requirements of the day ahead. I needed to do something different. This is just not the ideal way to begin a day. And as I've said before, I decided about a couple of years ago, I think at this point, that I needed to be truly prioritizing my Bible study and prayer each day. And I was also convicted personally that it really needed to be the first thing in the day. This led me to grudgingly set my alarm to 6 o'clock every morning and force myself out from under my covers to stumble out to the living room armed with Bible, journal, pens, whatever other devotional implements I would need at the time. Since I began that practice, I could probably count on one hand the number of days that I haven't done it. And I think all those times that I haven't been able to get it done have just been when I or a child has been sick during the night, like times that I really couldn't get up and get it done. So it really has been a true commitment that I've really stuck to. And again, guess what? I am a night owl. There's still a part of me every morning that groans and would prefer to stay in bed a little longer, like even now, a few years later. But I have learned the difference that getting up early makes when it comes to setting the tone of my day. And that has become too valuable for me to miss out on, honestly. So I keep dragging myself up. Now, instead of being forced up and thrown instantly into the demands of the day, I now have a couple of hours of quiet time to myself, time to meditate, to ground myself in my faith and prepare my heart to meet what lies ahead in the day. I also use this time to journal out my thoughts from the day before, to fill out my daily planner, to plan the hours I'm about to step into. And this is also of someone that has never consistently used a planner the whole rest of my life, but I found it to be really beneficial. I may talk about that more in another episode, but that is something I do early in the morning to just help plan the day ahead. So now by the time I'm met by the mommy, and the dirty diapers and packing lunch and all that, I've already set myself up for a day of intentionality and faithfulness and peace. And that is not to say that my days go perfectly, not even close. Things can still get chaotic. I can still lose my mind sometimes, and things can still not go quite how I planned. No matter how wonderful a time I have in those early hours, I can't control how everything goes the rest of the day, obviously. But especially over time, I have noticed a huge difference in the way I respond and adapt and make decisions throughout each day, thanks to this practice of choosing when I get up and how I spend that first part of my morning. So now it's your turn. What time do you have to get up each day? Is there something that forces you, be it work, kids, or anything that you have going on in the morning that makes you have to get out of bed at a specific time, whether you want to or not? So think of that first, and then ask, would it be possible to commit to getting up an hour or two earlier? Just see, like, again, everyone's schedule is different, but this is just something to kind of think through if there's something that could work for you in setting aside those early morning hours. So if it is possible, what would you like that first part of your day to look like? Like, if you can take control of those first hours or even minutes, what would be important to you? And what would be some practices that would contribute to giving you the mindset that you want to adopt in life? Can you choose just 2 or 3 disciplines even that you want to commit to each morning that will help you set the tone for your day rather than allowing the hectic pace of life to set it for you? And honestly, out of all the things that I've done, this has been one of the biggest things that has made a difference in me being able to choose what I do and how I spend my time and what my priorities are. So I highly recommend this. And again, even if, getting up an hour or two early just truly isn't something that's going to work for you, it might still start spurring some thoughts of how you can just find a different way or a different time in your schedule to start building those intentional habits to plan your day, to set the tone, and to just build in a few disciplines that can help you be that kind of person that you really want to be. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll be back again soon with another episode where we're going to talk a little bit more about if you have kids or really any family or people in your community that impact your life, how they can be a part of this process. So thank you all, and I will see you all next time.